fine, then I think they can have a OG. The way that they played the first 17 minutes of game number 2 just leads me to believe that this Storm and this IO and this Nate
really the huge map. I am very much looking forward to this third and deciding game. Whoever wins will find themselves going 2-0 up in the leaderboard. Whoever loses will be experiencing.
We have a game on our hand.
And what do you think about this mid lane matchup between OD and Storm Spirit in general? Is this one of the situations where OD does actually have a better lane, at least one winning lane here?
Yeah, I think the OD in the Storm matchup is pretty decent for OD. Like,
so if you lose, what can you do? This is going to be able to go back top lane. Seb is about to lose his life and he dies first blood. Going down to Hakoda on the Marana.
Okay. And
now there's just going to be a farm fest on that side of the map here down bottom. Do you see a glimpse back onto Theolocor? But is he going to die here? Gets into the trees. He gets some tree and spawned in around him. A couple more right clicks is all they need, but Theolocor is still alive. Getting on the other side here, juking them out. Got the Nikes on, but the kinetic field will be there.
From Thompson or Seb. But this mid lane is really starting to become volatile for Thompson. What I talked about. His rotation going down here.
Okay, they get some assistance coming in from this IO, but there's still enough damage from Adzen's hit that they can threaten Thompson's life. One more Astral Orb would have been good enough. He doesn't find it though. The tether from Seb will be keeping the Stone Spirit alive right now. They even bring in no one with the teleportation of the Nature's Prophet. They really want to try and make sure they get this kill. And the right click did come out from Adzen's. He's still alive though. They weren't able to bring him down. Another fairy
HP after like 15 auto attacks. It was like he was kind of armor toggling in the trees and picking up the Theolocor. Found out
surely they will have this one. All right, they will. Adzentic though has the Astral, can't find the range onto Thompson. Fortunately for him, does get it now, but certainly cannot close the gap to find being topped up so he can keep being a nuisance again in this bottom lane. First while top resolution came close to dying. Hakoda has a leap charge. You're gonna go after him. Rezo gets blinked upon right now. A couple of more right clicks will bring him down. One more hit from Yuma, but he's not gonna be able to find it. Hakoda went for the starfall, but the second one falls onto Seb rather than onto resolution. And this IO of Seb yet again allowing the side of OG to play to the limit. Yuma though making sure that Hakoda ends up surviving as well, and I think one of them is gonna die here. The Undercore should be able to catch them. Seb is falling low. There's gonna be the arrow connecting onto resolution. They keep him inside the power cogs. Yuma trying to help beat him down. They lack the damage, unfortunately, because of Seb. Might still try to run down resolution between the three of them, and indeed they will. Rezo goes down in front of the team. 2K gold lead right now, 7 minutes in.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of just putting the pressure on, and now we're getting a kill on the Seb as he was trying to at least maybe get some wards down. The Hustler's a good spot and coming on top of these lanes.
Want to do. They need help though. Mid lane, they're gonna try and maybe get a quick kill onto Adzentic. Kitrak has access to the glimpse, dropping down the meteor hammer, but it's gonna get interrupted by the glimpse play. Can they keep Adzentic alive? He's still gonna live. They drop the hammer down. He will die inside of these power cards, but the revenge is coming very fast. Yuma has made the rotation towards middle. He gets a kill
when you're ready to have it. So Vanguard feels better than what Perseverance does. So you can try and go towards there. Like he's overstepped, because if you do overstep and he just gets hit combination, it's going to be very hard to deal with.
They're going to come in with all heroes to try and kill him off so that combination no longer exists. They succeed in doing so, but Divine Llama has shown up to try and lend aid here. Cannot keep the OD alive, but they might be able to find revenge. No one gets blinked on by Yuma. Yuma happy to be involved yet again. No mana for the mana void, ironically enough, but they should still have to number him 4v1 in this bottom side of the map.
They have the damage to kill him.
We're gonna find out. He's trying to TP, no way. Vortex will be there. In the meantime, Beastmaster dies on the other side of the map. But they do it with 3 heroes, not necessarily with 4. They have to drop so many resources. He's still alive. Are you kidding me? Divine Llama. That D2 Hustlers can try and exploit this. They're moving top with the Moonlight Shadow. Both supports are covered by the dust as well. They're looking for Seb. They're looking for resolution. They're going to go on to Seb first, preventing him from getting the quick movement thanks to there's a power cards. They come in with the Dark Rift too. There's a hook shot onto this IO, and IO should end up dying. However, they're just trying to force a fight onto this Underlord right now.
Yeah, no, especially not without a free tower.
They're gonna go on to Theolocore, the mage.
Any mage or on the Underlord. Oh, top it.
Right now, the 2 hustlers, they want to try come and save Adventic. Adventic will ask for themselves. Will his team get here in time to save them? No, they will not. You know, look for some revenge, but they won't find them. And here comes Yuma. Huge mana boy coming in, but not enough damage. He's still at like half his mana available. Seb gets them out. Okay. Not the best execution we've seen here from D2 hustlers after they've lost Adventic. They really want to collect the life of Seb, but this feels a bit too dangerous. We're gonna come back with Topson. Topson jumps forward, able to find the vortex out of the Hakoda. Hakoda not allowed to escape this one, as the Wrath of Nature also contributes some damage. And Topson hoping to try use the remainder of his mana.
You're looking at this, and OG starting to claw back this lead.
They know that there's no relocate available right now. They're gonna try and find this kill. Relocate just came back. Do they have the damage to kill the storm before he's saved? Yes, they do. Seb also in danger now himself, and should end up getting brought down.
Making sure that his positioning is very good in relation to teammates. So Ally Llama, he's getting relocated on.
Taking them a little bit of time to get this kill. Eventually they are going to fight it, or maybe not. They get the Static Storm out though. Under 3 heroes, Meme Hammer lands directly onto the Storm Spirit, but now there's no protection remaining.
They can to play a little more methodical this time around, and yeah, as you said, like these are going to be really going to be 100% dead. No one
might get revenge though.
There's a roar.
Oh, we got hit by an arrow from long range. Although they did not get the OD ultimate to actually reach him, so he also takes 0 damage there. He's fine. He's chilled. I'm just weirded out that you have to press a button on this hero. Like, normally it's a 2-button hero. Down bottom. Speaking of buttons, Resolution presses some buttons to get the Clockwork killed. Sadly, these buttons might get him killed as well. They're trying to come in with the rest of Old G, making the rotation off of the smoke. And here comes the relocate. Bit of Manus is down on top of the reload, so they force the BKB very early on, and from Topson, Seb trying to stay alive as long as humanly possible, will still end up losing his life. No one though. Even through the BKB, suffering way too much damage. And Yuma and there's Seb here with Resolution. They might be able to jump onto the backline of these heroes instead. Storm Spirit not here. They TP up the Disruptor. They get Resolution first and foremost. Static Storm though dropped immediately. And they get the quick burst onto this Clockwork. Will D2 Hustlers be able to escape from this though? Moonlight Shadow is down. Storm Spirit not carrying. He is carrying a gem, so he doesn't have the vision onto Mirana, but here goes Yuma into the middle of the team fight. Although we're also getting right-click damage from no one. Primal Roar almost helping to kill the Underlord, but there will be salvation from the Astral Imprisonment. Divine Llama comes back to life, and Topson will finish him off this time around. Seb doesn't have any more relocate, and there's no more BKB on no one. No one is isolated. No one is gonna die. Yuma all of a sudden gonna be threatening Topson, who has no more mana remaining. Seb can't get him out of here. The best he can do is try to top him up on mana, and he gives him just enough to be able to leap away. But unfortunately, his own life will be given up in the process.
Position that into maybe some towers, maybe some objectives.
See where this goes now. That Shadow pops in. They do get a zip middle onto this Mirana. She is probably going to end up dying. No, somehow still alive. They don't have enough. There's going to be a bit of mana. Onto 3. Here comes Yuma. Yuma looking for the damage onto no one, but is caught inside the Static Storm. Needs assistance to get out of it. Primal Roar will be there. The damage from Topson and laid over it. And that is going to be enough to grab a kill. There is a big ultimate from this OD, but it's not enough by itself. They have to TP out.
They went in, they didn't overcommit all too hard, and then Yuma just walked in feeling pretty invincible.
Yep. And they are smoked up with several, looking for a target, and that target will be the Mirana this time around. So Hakoda, somebody's gonna tank this up.
So he's gonna try and have the Animate 1v1 down the path, or he keeps his top though.
Ooh. Shout out the Theolocore using his own body to break the attempted move that was gonna be made onto the Anti-Mage. Yuma gets to live. Theolocore not so lucky, but they'll take it. And this, no one, he was definitely going to die AM because they just picked up the level 20 talent and Major Prophet. They would have started him, but at the same time, they brought them on the retreat. They're trying to bring down Seb. They should be able to get the kill. Yuma coming back for his life. No one doesn't have access to, he has access to a BKB after the second life. Big mono void from the disruptor means that no one falls even lower. How will they deal with him with BKB though? They do have a Bristle Blade, but they try to jump away from him. Bit of Malice, it might catch onto Thompson, but Thompson gets the catch onto the OD first, and they bring him down, and no one trying to be this right-click engine. Turret nature. But no one already trying to itemize towards having an MKB so that they are ready. The Fire Llama bottom, he does not have a blink available for himself, so he might end up dying here. Can he get through the dog drift? No, he cannot. But the allies are coming in to try and help him out. They're going to be going on to no one. Abyssal Blade will stun him up. Toxin, BKB is about to end. They need to be careful. No one. Astral up. He's in an awkward position right now. Can they get the damage out onto him? They burns away his HP. No one turns around at the Satanic, but he gets bashed by Yuma. And Yuma able to find the kill. They've already taken out Resolution. And now Thompson. Oh, more salvation coming. The Astral plays. You wanted to see them fluke.
I'm here for D2 Hustlers. Fury online. I mean, Butterfly online, pardon me.
I'm gonna try to go for the smoke play here. They get the hook shot out. It doesn't necessarily land on the direct target, but they still blow up the disruptor. That's one down. So going in with the Moonlight Shadow. Let's see what they decide to do here. Yuma blinks onto the high ground. Oh, they forced out Static Storm. That is pretty huge. That's one of their big team fight spells here. And they found a catch. Will they be able to get this kill? Oh, it's just a Black Dragon. That's fine. But they found a more important target. And Yuma has found one. He found Zeb. Will not be able to find the kill just yet, though. Oh, the damage, but the primal roll and the right-click damage will be enough to kill him. At the same time, they've also gotten the catch onto Thompson. BKB will come out, though, as they do not have the damage to kill him in time. No one gets himself Astral up. And Thompson caught inside the Pit of Malice as the BKB ends. Yuma has fought back. He wants to re-engage on this fight. Adventick gets off the Astral onto Clockwork. The Fire Llama will finally die, as no one just does way too much damage right now. However, there's no more BKBs. Yuma jumps onto Resolution. Resolution falling low. They get the Electric Vortex out. They haven't managed to get the kill onto the ultimate just yet, but they will find Rezo, who buys back instantly. Yuma needs to be careful though. Leashed up by these Nature's Prophet roots. They just want to try and clear out this Roshan, get the Aegis into the hands of his anti-mage. He needs the secondary life. Pit of Malice, keeping this fight going right now. Thompson jumps in, but Thompson is too late. Will he get the cheese? Yes, he will. He refreshes his HP. And he needs to zip this way and that. Down to the Mono Void. One strong hit from Yuma ends up winning the fight. Adventick still keeping the whole team alive. The Divine Llama lives longer and longer. And now no one has the anti-mage directly on top of him. AM will switch targets, going on to Resolution instead. In the meantime, on the outer edge of the fight, they have managed to bring down Adventick, who buys back almost immediately. No one will be able to fight the entire world by himself. Anti-mage right on top of him. So is Divine Llama. And no one has been strong. He has stood tall. But eventually he will fall. They don't have detection. Finally, there comes out the dust. Glimmer Cape gets taken. Most where it dies. Is that just GG?
I think it potentially could be. Oh, they're going to go for a 6 little play here on a no one.
Oh no, they find no one. They might be trying to force out a buyback onto him. BKB will be activated by him, and they try to turn around for this fight. Yuma in the meantime gets off a huge amount of weight onto the Disruptor. 50 seconds in the grave, dead, no buyback, and now no one. His BKB is finished. He needs to get out of this fight at all costs. Moves up into the air, Biocoda. There's going to be the arrow as well, catching directly onto him. Yuma knows where no one is. They're going to get the right click damage out, and he's gone. Down for the count. No buybacks though.
Back and just keep his buddies alive in D2 Hustlers. They're starting to really make a showing for it here in Q2.
Seb dead. No buyback coming in from him. They're going for the Hail Mary fight. No one has fought back. He doesn't have BKB for 20 seconds. What impact can he have upon this fight? They have not caught vision of him just yet. They know where he is now. But they're not interested in him. They're interested in the game. They're interested in getting the megas. And Yuma will succeed. Full mega creeps online. Alrighty. The question is, will they go to try and end this game? They're jumping onto Kitrak. Kitrak gets mono voided out. He's gonna drop the Static Storm though before going down. Adventick though will save the life of the anti-mage. Thompson trying to jump back in to go onto Adventick OD, but the Adventick OD saves himself once more. A Bristle Blade is there. The bash is out onto Thompson. Thompson falls back into the face of the arrow, catches directly onto no one. This Nature's Prophet is gone. Only 2 heroes to defend against 5, and they realize it cannot be done. They throw in the towel. GG, well played is called. OG fall to the D2 Hustlers in game number 3. What a series we've had on our hands. And Divine Llama with the young groove, the shoulder